Hi everyone, it's Nicki Pike here with TMG The Mortgage Group, and I am excited to have Kyle Liptak here from Etek Office Supplies in Red Deer. Hi Kyle.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm excellent, thank you.
Good. So Etek Office Supplies has been in Red Deer since 1981, correct?
It has been, yeah. Fully owned and operated, started by my father in 1981, 100% locally owned and operated.
Perfect. Well, we all know everyone's talking about supporting local during COVID-19, and hopefully that trend continues once we all go back to whatever our new normal is going to look like. But I am excited to have you here because I've been getting office supplies from you. You're right around the corner from my office, so you're nice and handy for me. But more so, I'd like to learn about what products you have to help us through this pandemic. I know you've got masks now because I was there yesterday and picked up some for my daughter and myself. Yeah, and lots of different patterns. She was really excited about the owls. So yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about just what you've seen as far as demand for products during this time and how you can help.
Drop my mask there, sorry. Yeah, no, we're an office supplies company, obviously. So we do everything from a 10-cent pen to a $150,000 server, hardware, furniture, IT services, everything basically in your office. And we do it with everything from like medical facilities, dental offices, CMHA is one of our clients as well. So we really do have a variety of different places that we service. Basically, there's no one we don't service that we can't help with their needs. The big push we've had in the COVID-19 arena is obviously a lot of people working from home and a lot of kids home. So we've been doing a ton of Chromebooks, lots of laptops, lots of smaller printers for people that they temporarily need on their desks. Obviously some IT service helping people out. And then some very specific things. Obviously with what's going on right now, there is talk that masks might be sort of mandatory, and there already are some medical clinics out there. I think Nicki this morning was talking about Costco might be looking at making it mandatory. So that is something we've gone into the arena of masks. One of the masks we have are these cloth masks. So they are reusable. Instead of you buying kind of a paper mask and throwing them away every day, they are washable, reusable, reversible.
Yes.
Sides for everything. Yeah, and lots of varieties of colors and stuff like that. Ones for kids that are kind of exciting for kids. If a kid has to wear a mask, it's kind of nice that it'd be something exciting and cool for them. And then obviously lots of colors for adults as well. We've also been doing a lot of gloves. Obviously, we supply gloves on a normal basis to some of our cleaning companies and some of our other healthcare facilities. But now more and more people are looking to wear gloves as well. So we do have the latex, the vinyl, and all types of gloves. Gowns for people who need to gown up when they're working in areas that might or have an infection risk or anything like that. So just really a lot of different items that we have that will help protect you and that you might need moving forward.
Especially obviously the announcements yesterday and kind of the reopening strategy for us here in Alberta and other parts of the country. It's timely that, knowing that we have a local provider of these masks too. So
yeah, and I think the one thing we would probably stress is you can't really wait in this time. So the masks go fast, the gloves go fast, everything is going fast right now because there's such a need. And a lot of this stuff, especially sanitizer, Lysol wipes, all that, webcams have been allocated to health where it should be because of course they need to prepare for the pandemic. So it is good not to wait. Even the Chromebook supply is starting to go down. A lot of that stuff's manufactured in China. There are supplies that are starting to drop. If it is something that you need, it's not like the old world. Even if you go on Amazon, you're not getting stuff a lot of times next day. Things are taking longer. Yeah. There are starting to be shortages, not on essential items, but for example, we have a very popular chair that people have been using and buying to use in their homes now as well. Some of those parts are coming from China, so the supply is getting a little smaller. Obviously, much hardware, laptops, Chromebooks, a lot of that stuff's built in China. So a lot of the really inexpensive ones are kind of gone now all over Canada, and the price is kind of going up because now there's just some of the more expensive ones left. And those pools aren't going to get refilled anytime soon until this really gets figured out and what's happening with importing and exporting with all these countries that are manufacturing this stuff. So I guess our biggest recommendation is don't panic, but don't wait. Don't wait till it's too late.
Well, I thought about waiting, and then I saw the article about Costco and just the possibility, and I thought, well, if they're talking about making masks mandatory in a store or grocery store, then I need to be prepared. And exactly that thought went through my mind. I'm going to get them now as a just in case, and then I have them.
Yeah, and exactly. And it's not like they're overly expensive. They're $12.95 each, and they're reusable. So you just wash them and you can use them over and over again. So yeah, it's a very minimal fee to pay to be prepared for what may or may not come.
So when I talked to you first about getting these masks for Jordan and myself, we talked briefly about the proper way to put them on.
Right.
And I know you have an inside track on.
A little bit of an inside track on that. Yes. I might have a wife who is very involved in healthcare. But it is one of the number one things that they are talking about, right? What they have talked about, and this isn't anything I'm inventing, you can see this online. I think Dr. Hinshaw's talked about this stuff as well, is you want to keep in public, you want to keep your hands away from your face. So when you have a mask on, you don't want to be pulling it off like this. You don't want to be adjusting it like this when you're in a public place. So most masks have the straps. So it's try to just touch the straps, put it on around your ears. And when you take it off, take off around the ears. Haven't touched my face at all in any way, shape, or form. And it's easy and quick as I stumble.
I have a child-sized face, so mine's really
exactly. So that's one of the main things they've talked about is just remember the mask is going to stop you from getting sick. It's designed to stop your phlegm from getting out into the world. So it just doesn't really need to cover your mouth and your nose. And again, just don't be touching your face. And like everybody said that's exactly what I was just going to jump into. What everybody said before, make sure you're just washing your hands. Wash your hands before, wash your hands after. Make sure when you're in public spaces, whatever you've been touching, just remember that's all the stuff that you're bringing back. So make sure you're washing your hands as much as you can. And I think that's been what Alberta Health Service has been saying all along.
Yeah, it is, but it's still amazing that I have to remind myself, putting this on, taking it off. Okay, well, I'm getting a lot better. Get home with my groceries, put them all away, do all the sanitizing and everything, wash my hands. Then I use hand sanitizer after I wash them. And then even when I'm just working in my kitchen, the day I grocery shop, I wash my hands a lot more, I find.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and I think, it has been the major stress, right? Is that washing your hands is the best thing you can do right now. And obviously a little bit of the isolation to go along with that. So, just following those rules, or they're not really rules, I guess, following those recommendations, I think will just help keep our whole society as a whole healthier if we can all adhere to those.
Perfect. Well, I'm grateful for you for coming on today and letting everyone know that you have these beautiful masks for us to keep us as safe as we can. So thank you. And I will post your, Etek's office supplies contact info on the video so everyone can contact you and come and get some masks.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Nicki.
Thanks, Kyle.